Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to pass. It's Bullock. Hauls it in. Made a defender miss. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's McDowell. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Second down coming up. They'll try the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Right back to the well. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
They've got it first and goal from the 7, looking for the first score of this game. Dances away. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Claiborne. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Making side adjustments here. They'll keep it on the ground, off right tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Back to pass on second down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, And you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited, forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle. Back to pass, it's Bullock. Using the quick game. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. First and goal for the offense. Barrels ahead. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone.
Well, that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
This defense has been sliced and diced and now facing another 1st and goal. Here's the pressure. Lets it fly. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Really nice job of awareness on 1st down that time by the defender. He sees it throw, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They're trying to slam it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're right there, David. They're on the 1-yard line. They tried throwing it, didn't get it. They just tried to run it, ran into a wall. What do you do here?
I'm going to run the ball, be physical. I got 2 downs. I'm going for it on 4th down. Be physical, downhill, get the touchdown.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense field into their happy place for a touchdown.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Weeks. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wide open downfield. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
On those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Forced out of the pocket. It's complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Bullock. Unloads to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw and he needs a chunk play. Caught in the backfield, it's McDowell. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It is good! And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it out. It's hooked. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The snap sets up the throw. Got a man. It's Weeks. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Finds his tight end. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
They go to the ground. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly complete. There he goes. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Quickly to the tight end. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll leave it with him.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw. It's Bullock. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hooks. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll do it himself. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Looking for a man. It's Bullock. He's got the tight end. Gets it in there for the touchdown.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Leaves it with the running back. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
At the 35-yard line. Brings up second down.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We are just about ready to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Hooks. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Will take over. First and 10.
They'll go back to work on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete to the left. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Give to the running back. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They couldn't find the uprights on that 51-yard field goal attempt, so they'll give up the football. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 34. Dropping back, it's Bullock. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Gives it on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. To the air on first down. A little screen to the running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
2nd down, he'll throw it. He'll throw it. Caught close to the marker. It's Weeks. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to throw on first down. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field, it's more speed, it's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
This offense has it with really good field position. The give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
Looking to throw, it's Bullock. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Going right to work up top. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. Back to pass. Got his man on the outside. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's buried. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Give to the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle. It sweeps. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. Trying to pick up a first down. He'll throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Off play action on 1st down. Looking for an open area to his left. He's taking the shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And those are tough passes when you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines. It's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows, and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the move, it's Bannister. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He'll pitch it. Find some fresh air. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. He'll mark. .47.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yards.
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll give it to the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. A little release to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
Handoff from the gun. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be 4th down.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the fullback. It's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Bullock. Got his man on the right. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Wants to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Nice move to keep running. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Off the RPO, complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
So close to cashing it in for this offense. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate.
Touchdown!
And added on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is just getting torched right now, and Mountain Mama, I didn't see that coming. It's one game, look, I know that, but this one has to hurt. They're trailing by 35 to Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And now this offense will take the field again. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the quick pass. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
We just have not called this guy's name enough. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football, and that was only his second catch. And I think that's a big reason why they're trailing this much in this.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still has.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. It's Bannister. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Okay. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down.
3:25.
Takes the handoff. It's Bannister. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's Claiborne. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
1st and 10.
This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys? This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Well, they haven't been able to get it done on 4th down so far today. They've missed on their first 2 attempts. Is the 3rd time the charm. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And how about that play? Even with the short return, they're in the red zone. They've got it at the 17.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. The old coaching cliche, go win